Alright, what up, y'all? How y'all doing? It seems like that Supergirl trailer finally dropped, so let's go ahead and check it out. See what I think about it. Alright then, let's see what we're working with. Crypto. Okay. Nuclear reactor. Okay.
Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
Okay. So yeah, that Supergirl trailer. My thoughts on it. It looks pretty good. It definitely gave me like the Guardians of the Galaxy featuring Supergirl type vibes to it, but I mean, it looks definitely different. It doesn't look like it's going to be taking place on Earth. It's a change of pace. It's definitely a change of pace. It was nice to see Lobo in it. That's going to be kind of fun to see like the main man in action. Rumor has it that it's probably going to be played by Jason Momoa, aka the Aquaman in the DCEU universe. I'm a little bit more excited to see Jason Momoa as Lobo than I do of the Supergirl. I guess you could say the real reason behind that is because of like, how they doing Supergirl. Like, for those that don't know, if you've seen the Superman film, Supergirl was featured in it on the back end of it. I think it was like an after credit scene or whatever, and she was coming to pick up crypto. Now in that in that short scene that we seen her in, she comes off as a party goer, drunk adolescent teen is like, like one of them college girls that be at the parties just having fun, just getting into stuff. That kind of seems like how she is portrayed, and watching this trailer, that carries over into this. Yeah, it's I'm interested to see. I'm not excited like I must go see this, but I am interested to see how this movie takes Miss Kara Zor-El. Actually, out of everything that I've seen in this trailer, it was one line, and I think that line is like the glue that holds this movie together, or pretty much gives you a hint as to what this film is all about. The one line that was spoken, it was spoken by some girl. It says, "How does it feel to lose everything?" I think she said, "How does it feel like to lose everything like in a day?" And for people that are unfamiliar with Superman lore, Superman, the guy that saves and rescues everybody and everything else, he is the last survivor of his planet called Krypton before, it was blown up. And Kara Zor-El, she was, I think she was like a teenager. She was somewhere within her adolescence when the planet blew up. So if you think about it, when it comes to Superman always grew up on Earth, so Earth is all he knows. But on the flip side of it, when it comes to Superman's cousin Kara, for those that don't know, for Kara, she was around to see Krypton, so she knew how her planet was like. She knew the culture. She knew how it was like before it blew up. So imagine that. Like, it's one thing about how orphans can lose their parents, can lose both parents and stuff like that, but just imagine how it is if you lose your whole entire planet, your whole entire way of life. Your people is gone. So I'm sure anybody that has suffered from such a traumatic event, maybe not as that extreme, but a traumatic event nevertheless, I'm sure is going to leave some hurt, some damage, some, I guess you could say, more psychological, if not anything. Like, it leads a person to question everything about themselves. Like, who are they now? Who is that person now? It's a lot to unpack, and it's a lot to kind of take in. And I think that's the reason why we see Kara in the light that we see her in within this trailer. That's going to be interesting to see. But Supergirl, just how she's presented, me personally, and I know people are going to hate me for saying this, but I was a little bit more interested in seeing a little bit more of that Supergirl in that other universe. And the reason being, she seemed a little bit more darker, a little bit more cooler. I mean, at least to me anyways. I mean, she just seemed a little bit more badass and angsty. I mean, that's like an adult type angst that I seen within that Supergirl. And this Supergirl is more like club, yay, party goer, drink alcohol, like dudes, like just some dumb stuff. Like I remember me and my homeboy, I have a homeboy by the name of Super Geek Trivia, and we actually did a video talking about that Superman film, and I believe in it. I said that this DCU, it comes off as being immature. And what I mean by immature is that, like, Superman within that movie, he comes off whiny, like, please accept me, like giving all of these speeches. You don't have to do that when you're Superman. You let the action do the talking. You don't have to go on a monologue like, I am a everyday man. Like, you don't got to do all of that. And then still keeping up with the consistency of being immature. Now you have Supergirl, who's just, I don't know, like your typical wild college girl. Hopefully this film, it opens up the gates to other things that may occur within the DCU, in which I think it will. There was one particular scene that I saw that I'm like, Brainiac. If you don't know who Brainiac is and what he does, he's somewhat of a collector, and I'll leave it at that. But if Brainiac ties into this, I can easily see this going into that Superman 2 film. But I don't know, man. Hopefully this film is pretty dope. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. But for right now, I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out. I'm not excited, just interested. But until next time, y'all, peace.